Now then, my friends, how you doing? I hope you're enjoying my staycation series around the UK with Darren, John, Jeff Carter and lots of other characters coming up, by the way. And I've still got a few more in my pocket that's to come from Jeff Carter. Brilliant guy, lovely guy. Jeff, if you're watching, how are you doing? And I'll be back soon, so rest up. And I'm off back next week to Darren, John in London to do lots more episodes in London of the worst foods, the best foods. I think what we'll do is, Darren, if you're watching, I'll do the worst food reviews and you do the best ones. He only likes to eat in the nicest places, or nice places anyway. He doesn't like all the worst reviewed, worst rated restaurants where I love them. They're a bit of a laugh. Anyway, that's not what this video's about. We're about Tenerife at the moment, and excuse me, I've brought you lots and lots of videos before where you've seen on the title, and it's always a bit clickbaity, because it'll go Tenerife to be added to the green list from July whatever. Tenerife's going to be on the green list. Tenerife, you can fly from, Brits can fly to Tenerife. And to be quite honest, it's all pie in the sky, isn't it? Because I've looked back at those videos and I've thought, I've even got myself excited about it, that I can go abroad again without having to be tested and having cotton wool buds stuck into your brain. Well, again, we've got a news story coming out, and I can tell you, by the way, I come from a newspaper background. For those who don't know, I started working in newspapers at 16-year-old. I still work for newspapers on a contractual basis as a video guy and a graphic designer. And I can tell you now, and I've dated reporters, I've been out with reporters, and they're all full of bull poo. I won't swear on it. It's just cobblers. They do anything for a story. They'll say anything for a story. They'll say anything to sell a newspaper. First of all, newspapers, thing of the past, complete history. Nobody reads them anymore. My eldest daughters don't even read them. They're like, who reads a newspaper? It's a dying industry, and they're just printing headlines to try and get you to buy more newspapers. In fact, the newspapers that I work for have lost their offices in, I won't say which ones, but they've not got offices now. People are working from home because they're basically a thing of the past. And again, with the news and the media on television, it's all cobblers and pie in the sky, and they'll say it to you to manipulate you. They'll say it to make you think things and do things, and that's how the media work. And I can say that because I've, like I say, worked for the media and still on a contractual basis work for them, but I'm not a reporter. Anyway, again, in the newspaper, we have got Tenerife to be added to the green list from July for double-jabbed Brits. And again, I'm not going to get excited about it because I think it's cobblers, because Tenerife on a higher level now, a higher level alert, I don't know what it is, you'll have to have a look, and I don't think personally that it is going to happen. I hope it happens, but again, I think that it's all pie in the sky. I'm going to read you the story in a moment about what's going to happen, or what they think it's going to happen. It's in lots of different newspapers. It has been on the news, and I'll pick the one from the Sun newspaper because I need cheering up, and it's a bit more of a comic, isn't it? It's a bit more of a laugh and a giggle. So we'll read it from the Sun, and if it's in the Sun, it probably isn't true. But I'm going to pull over, I'm going to read it to you and see what you think. And in the comment section down below, you'll see that there's a little comment section down below. Just pop your comments in there and tell me what you think. I've got lots of my viewers, obviously, that follow me for Tenerife. I've also got now lots of, that's a bit narrow, other viewers as well now that don't go to Tenerife, but it is a great place, and hopefully I will get back. I'm looking at going back in July time, even if I have to quarantine when I get back. Incidentally, this news story says that we'll be able to travel to Tenerife without quarantine on return, which is fine, but you've still got all your tests when you get back as well, which is expensive, and that's my issue. That's fine that you don't have to quarantine, but you've still got to get tested when you get back. Now, if they remove that so that I can just get on a plane, fly to Tenerife, show that I've been double jabbed and fly back, then happy days. That is great. That's where we need to get back to. But all this, there's just so many different loopholes and different things, and they'll say, yeah, you can fly, you don't have to quarantine, but then you got to fill all your locator forms in, then you've got to get your cotton wool buds stuck into your brain, which pokes your eye out. I don't want any of that. I want to be able to get on a. I got my jabs so that I can get on a plane and fly without any of that malarkey. So anyway, I'm going to pull over in a minute, and I will read you this news story, and you tell me what you think. So I'll see you in 1 minute. Right, here we go. So, pack your bags. They're getting your hopes up already. Canary Islands to be added to the travel green list from July the 15th, as double jab Brits set to return without quarantine. So I'll read you the story here. I'll also put a link to it in the description below. I'm gonna have to take my glasses. I can't see with my glasses on these days. Double jabbed Brits could be jetting off. Could be is the word there. Jetting off to the Canary Islands and not quarantining when they get back home from July the 15th. A Canaries tourist chief said he was expecting Downing Street to make an announcement within days. We'll see about that. I'll scroll down here. From July the 15th, it appears the British government is not going to force people to quarantine when they come to a destination like the Canary Islands. And it says the president of the Federation of Entrepreneurs and Hoteliers of Las Palmas said, it means we can look forward to receiving British tourists who will not have to self-isolate when they return. Number 10 was slated to open up travel hotspots like the Canaries from August. Mainland Spain and other Mediterranean countries could be removed from the UK's amber list, which currently forces Brits to quarantine for 10 days. The announcement came days after Transport Minister Grant Shapps put Spain's Balearic Islands, which includes Mallorca, Menorca and Ibiza, on the green list. UK holidaymakers will be able to fly to islands like Mallorca from 4 AM Wednesday without needing to quarantine on return. We'll move forward on that. The Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office also scrapped its no-go travel advice to the Canary and Balearic Islands. Airlines are scrambling to keep up with the demand for tickets. Ryanair has added 200,000 seats to the Balearics from Malta, and Jet2 has added 70 flights to 70 flights, and Travel Supermarket says searches for Malta are up 837%. I think that 837% also might be the price, because I've seen the price of the flights and they have hiked them up. It's insane. Travel agency Thomas Cook has sold more holidays to the Balearics in the past 24 hours than the rest of June put together, with Mallorca being their top seller, it said. Islands like Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura, Lanzarote and La Palma and La Gomera are no longer requiring tourists to get tested if they've had at least one jab. Spanish authorities and travel leaders are warning Brits to observe COVID rules in order to avoid suffering the same fate as Portugal, which was kicked off the government's green list earlier this month, just after 3 weeks. I'll skip forward on this, I'll put the link. It says, leader of the Global Tourism Safety for the Canary Islands told BBC Breakfast, if you have been vaccinated, all you have to show is a vaccination certificate. Even Brits with one jab can skip the test requirements as long as the first dose was taken at least 15 days before arrival. Brits who have recovered from COVID also won't need a test, but will need official medical documents showing the proof of infection. So there we go. Anyone returning from Spain must quarantine for 10 days at home back in the UK, as well as have a pre-arrival COVID test. See, that's where my issue is going to be. You may be able to go abroad if they do change it to green, but then are you still going to have your tests? You're still going to have a test before you return to the UK, even if you've had your double jabs. I don't know. What do you think? Do you know? Pop it in the comment section down below. More countries could be added on the next green list update June the 28th, although fears of the new Indian variant, in particular the Nepal strain, may prevent more holiday destinations being added. So we will see. So there you go. Is that going to happen? What's your thoughts? Or is it pie in the sky once more? Canary Islands on the 15th of July for double jab Brits without quarantine. If it does happen, are you going to go, or are you just going to staycation this year in the UK? I mean, I have to be honest, I'm loving the UK, I'm loving the staycations, but the weather just, I mean, it sucks, to be honest. I've been okay so far. When I went to London, it's been fine, but the last few days have been absolutely terrible. That's the only issue. And also, it's a cost thing as well, because the cost and the price of holidays in the UK are absolutely astronomical. If you look at a bed and breakfast, I looked at doing a vlog in Cornwall for a weekend in Cornwall, and it was something like £800 and odd for 2 days. And I thought, that's insane. I could get 2 weeks in Tenerife in a 4-star hotel for that. Absolute madness. Anyway, that's all from me for this update. Don't forget, I've got lots and lots more videos to come, staycation videos. I've got a few more from Jeff Carter with Jeff Carter, and I'm also going back to London next week with Darren John. So keep an eye out on that. Don't forget, before you do leave, guys, just hit that thumbs up for me. It's just down below, a little thumbs up. Just click it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.